All right, and we are live on YouTube.
Wonderful. All right, it is 3 p.m. on Friday, March 26, 2021, and I'm so excited to call this meeting to order. It's good to see everyone. For our community members, yesterday was one of our health and wellness days for our students, so I hope you guys all got a break from school and were able to rest up and relax a little bit. I know it's at that point in the semester where we're all kind of feeling it, so I hope that was nice for you guys. And so then right off the bat, I'll go ahead and hear a motion to approve of the agenda for today, if anyone would like to make that motion.
So moved.
Second.
Wonderful. Awesome. All right, so there's been a motion to approve of the agenda for today, and it's been seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And all opposed? All right, wonderful. The motion passes.
Who was the person who seconded it?
Sidra, I believe.
Yeah, I think Steve and I might have both done it.
All right, thanks.
Sidra did it.
And then can I also get another motion to approve of the minutes from our last meeting on March 12th?
So moved.
Seconded.
All right, there's been a motion to approve of the minutes from our last meeting, and it has been seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 And all opposed? All right, wonderful. The motion passes. And then since our new business today, we have Dave joining us today. Could I also get a motion to reorder business for the purpose of Dave's time and joining us here today?
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Wonderful. All right, so there's been a motion to reorder business, new business item A till now. It's been seconded, and all those in favor?
Aye.
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 And those opposed? All right, motion passes. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to Dave.
All right. Well, guys, I want to tell you a little bit about Get Offers. And the first thing I want to say is thank you for allowing us to come on. I don't know if many of you have heard or seen some of the things that we've been putting out there from the chamber. To let you know a little bit about myself, I am a business owner here in Oxford, and have been on the chamber now. This is my third year. Been the marketing chair there for 2 years, and currently am the chairperson for the chamber. And so about 2 months after COVID hit, we met for a marketing meeting, and this was right before the shutdown, trying to come up with some ideas of how we could help. And in that brainstorm session, we came up with an idea for a mobile app in response to some other ideas that we had and used in the past. I don't know if you guys remember the Passport that we used to do. It was a paper coupon book. I believe, in fact, we kind of mocked one up last year, if I'm not mistaken, and had it put out just for a brief period of time prior to things being shut down. But anyways, so we came up with this idea of creating a mobile app that worked with the chamber in a sense that your membership included being on the app. And you could list your information about your business in the directory, as well as links to your website, links to your social media. And so it's a place that that anybody can go and find information about the Oxford businesses that are members of the chamber. And then we went a step further and made it a platform that each business can log into and add coupons onto the mobile app for free. So it doesn't cost our businesses anything at all to go on there and offer special deals, discounts, and coupons. And we took some time to put it together. Unfortunately, because of COVID and some of the financial burdens that the chamber was seeing and dealing with the loss of the wine festival last year, was not in the budget for the chamber to take the project on without a partner. And so I took it, liberty upon myself to go ahead and put the money out there to get the software and everything written and put together for the chamber. And so we are working together on the project. We are partners on the project. And so it is, even though it is solely owned by Get Offers LLC, that there's a percentage of what we bring in that directly goes back to the chamber, and it's 30% of everything that we bring in goes directly back to the chamber in the form of a donation. Okay. Any questions on that? Just so that you understand that this is a private business. We own the rights to it. And we are working in conjunction with the chamber, who voted to partner with us in order to provide free advertising for their members.
Dave,
Okay,
could you,
so
could you again just say the name of the app? I missed it.
yes, it's Get Offers, GETOFFERZ. And you can download it on iOS or Android. Get Offers. And so we currently have over 100 or so of the chamber's 200 and close to 50 members on the directory. And then we have an additional roughly 50 to 75 in the couponing section. We are currently working, and what I call this, we did kind of a soft launch in March, on March 1st. And we did that so that we could beta test more in depth before the students and everything got back in session and before graduation and so on. We've worked out several and debugged several things that we needed to do. And we are officially what we would consider 100% ready to take on as many members or subscribers as possible. I'll give you some initial data. We currently have 104 subscribers from iTunes in the iOS platform, and 19 through Google Play, which is the Android platform. And that has been done on very minimal advertising or marketing. Our marketing budget is roughly going to be about $3,500 for graduation through freshman orientation. And then again, that same amount roughly is going to be when the students come back. We're going to be marketing through yard signs in conjunction with Miami University has already given us approval through their accessibility department to put yard signs 18 by 24 at graduation with QR codes for downloadability, so that students and parents can download the app right there, as they're walking to and from graduation. Those will also be placed strategically around campus, as well as we have been given the okay to go ahead and do a street sign for High Street, which we still have to do the application for, but it's in the budget to do that, to go across High Street there at the entrance into Uptown from campus. We are also going to be placing Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and Hulu TV ads, as well as Pandora ads during those times as well. So a lot of what people want to know is not necessarily all the background, but how does this work, or how does this help our small businesses in our local community? And the first thing that I want to say is as a major goal or mission basically of the Oxford Chamber is to always be there to lead, to advocate, but then also to market for our membership. And that's part of our responsibility and our mission as a chamber. And sometimes that's hard. We have the billboard out on 27, and we do have some sponsorship opportunities throughout the year for different events. But with COVID, it was very uniquely difficult to continue to give to our members in a way that we could market them successfully. And so we feel like we've accomplished this with the couponing app, the mobile savings app. So on the website, if anybody ever takes a chance and just goes to getoffers.com, I want to explain that for you. That is a website designed specifically for our vendors, or in this case would be our membership. It is a back way into our system so that they can update their information, upload their logos, and upload their coupons and change those coupons whenever they want. Okay, it is real time, and from start to finish, once you log in as a business, they can have that information updated within 3 to 4 minutes tops. And it is real time. It will immediately send that information to the app. So let's just say there's a business that, I'll give you for instance for a local business that has some old mulch from last year. Shade makers came to me and said, hey, I've got all this old mulch from last year. I need to make room for the new. And Doug said, can I put that on the app? Within 2 minutes, we had a coupon on there for him that it only applies to what we called the winter mulch. It's the stuff that he had left over from fall that didn't get used. And you could get a discount on it. All you have to do is bring the app in, show it to their employee, and you get the discount. So we created an opportunity for them that in real time, they can change those coupons. They can update those coupons. They can delete those coupons, pause those coupons. And I think it's going to be a great benefit for some of these businesses. Now, because everything kind of works together, we have to have content on the app in the form of coupons and discounts so that we can get membership subscribers. And so they go hand in hand. Without content, there's no subscribers. If there's no subscribers, no one wants to put deals on. So that's the stage in which we sit today. Is we are currently working very rapidly with the businesses to get their discounts and coupons on there. If you have a chance to download the app, I recommend doing it. It's a free subscription that's available currently for 30 days on a trial basis. You will have to subscribe to the premium service to get that free trial. If you do not do that, you will only have the app and be able to see its contents, but you will not be able to use any of the deals or discounts. Does everybody understand that? All right. Any questions so far?
What will the subscription rate be on a monthly or annual basis?
It's a monthly $1.99 subscription. And that, Steve, is flexible. We at the chamber came to that number based on the cost of the processing for the auto renewal on the credit card, as well as the cost of the marketing. We are realistically trying to make this affordable for everyone. It is very easy to, let's face it. I'm in the marketing business today, and I work in the single largest RV dealership in the nation when it comes to internet marketing. And I know how it works, and I know why it works. And people tell me every day, people don't pay money to use coupons, which is just not true. There's some of the biggest discount places in the country are membership based, from Costco's to whatever. And we feel like if we can make it A, affordable, and two, not just making it affordable, but the end benefit is that you're literally able to save thousands of dollars a year by using the app, that the $1.99 won't make any difference to anybody. And we've seen that, and we've repeated that in some of our surveys that we've done and phone conversations, and sending stuff out to focus groups. So one of the things that I would like to, implement for our chamber anyway, is that any business that is an actual business, restricting it from, let's say, the not-for-profits or, the medical field, like we have Tri-Health and a bunch of members, banks, stuff like that, that really can't really offer a discount. But I want to make it so that everybody else is required to at least consider putting in a coupon deal or discount to help us, push that content to the next level. So, but yeah, $1.99, Steve, is the most that we will charge. At some point, we hope to be able to bring that down based on the number of subscribers that there is. So we don't ever, and one of our goals is to make it so that we never had to increase that monthly amount, but only decrease it based on the number of subscribers. Any other questions on that?
And I see Rebecca's hand up.
Thanks. Yeah, I did have a question about if there was any discussion about what kinds of discounts can be offered. I'm looking at Left Field Tavern, and they have beer towers and $4 pints. And I'm just wondering if we are cognizant of making sure that we're not promoting drink specials with this app, and that we're recognizing that we have a unique atmosphere being a college town.
Absolutely. And we have discussed that. One of the tricks, and we'll just call it what it is, the chamber is not city owned, and it is separate from the city. And these members are paying members to the chamber. And we have a hard time restricting what they put on there, as long as it does not break the rules of the platform in which we're using, which is iOS and Google Play. So those are the two platforms that now we can, as a chamber, and if that's something that we should discuss further with the city, we can discuss that. But I feel like these are things that they're promoting anyway, and I don't want to handcuff those businesses per se. But it was solely the discretion of myself to allow that to go on based on conversations we had at the chamber, just because they're their own business, and this is their page on the app.
Yeah, I think if it mirrors their in-store promotions, then it's good. But I think if it's unique to the app, that's where it might be a little bit stickier. But
and that's what this is. So when you walk into Left Field Tavern, on the wall or on their sign above, that is a specific promotion that they are already putting out. It is not a Get Offers promotion or exclusive to Get Offers. Correct.
Got it. Thank you for the clarification.
Absolutely. Anybody else?
Thank you. I hope this brings business to our Oxford Chamber memberships.
Well, I think that we have a goal as a chamber, because of the hardship that we saw, and the position that we were put in budgetary wise. We are looking to, one of my main focuses this year is to make the chamber diversified in the way that they're able to gain their revenues so that they can continue to help those businesses. We had a huge number of write-offs this year because of people that could not pay. And because of the wine festival not being there, that's kind of that's our bread and butter. And if it ever happens again to where we couldn't do it, it could be detrimental. Thank goodness for the city of Oxford and the CARES Act and some of the things that Doug and Jessica were able to help out with and make sure that we were able to be successful and be there to help support our local businesses. If it wasn't for them, we may not be having this conversation today. So this is just another way that we hope to support the chamber and those local businesses. And we have some things that are, coming out hopefully before the end of the year, but if not, early 2022, that's going to help these businesses as well. We are going to be able to do push notifications to anybody on the app. So if your business has a special, and let's just say, BW3s has extra wings and they want to get rid of them at half off, they can hit a notification button and send that out to anybody in the app. As well, we're going to have geofencing. So they will be able to, if anybody walks into there or drives into their designated area, they can get a notification letting them know what deals and discounts they have in that building or in that wherever we make that geofence for them.
And Zoe, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I think this is awesome. Like, also like the fact that it's not just food and drinks, like there's so many other things that at least I've seen as a student, people are like, where do I get a haircut in Oxford? And then they don't know, so they just go at home. But like, there are things that I think through this, they like see that those things are available here, because maybe they're not necessarily going to seek it out otherwise, but they'll be like, oh, I can do that in Oxford. And then that would bring great business to Oxford. And I think too, like I don't know if the Chamber of Commerce would be posting about this that people could share on Instagram. I have a feeling students, like if a couple of us share that it would spread.
Yeah, so we are working right now with some website upgrades. The Chamber's website's getting ready to change, and we are going to be using some services that will link everything social media wise, as well as with Get Offers is going to be on the Chamber website. So there's some things coming out that's going to help us reach to the college students and, through social media. And we have to do a better job as a chamber to make that happen. And we are striving to make that happen before the students get back. But you are absolutely correct. There is a lot of stuff in here that is going to be beneficial to students and their parents. Besides just restaurants, I mean, we have stuff for the local folks as well. Things like, contractors and home services. I mean, you can get 10% off complete roof replacement, 10% off gift store items at Shade Makers, home inspections from AB Introspect residential home inspections. We've got pest control and turf maintenance stuff from Early Wine. So there's all sorts of things for the local folks. To automotive, we're working with Houston. I'm trying to get him to get some stuff on there before graduation for University Motors, possibly, oil change discounts and, 10% off a brake job, whatever, some things like that. So there's a lot of stuff, and we have a lot of retail and shopping discounts currently, with You're Fired, Wildberry, Capital Varsity, Village West Framing, Armstrong Cleaners is getting ready to upload their stuff, Oxford Copy Shop in Lebowski. I talked to Matt Ruppel yesterday. He's working on some stuff. So we definitely have the ability in the small local community to help some of these small businesses and also help the students and parents find things like vet and pet care. Rental and real estate's a good section that I'm going to be working hard on over the next month to try and get them uploaded for discounts and stuff for rentals. So big one is travel. You know, there's I think 6 or 7 hotels now that have discounts available.
Thank you.
All right, and then I don't see any other hands. Does anyone else have a question? All right, I'm not seeing any hands. So thank you, Dave, for joining us today and for your
All right, thank you,
presentation.
guys.
All right. So then back to where we were on the agenda. So we can go ahead and get started with reports. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to Laura for the OPD report.
Hi, so I had the Green Beer Day statistics pulled up, and it was a pretty underwhelming day. And everybody, I think, thought there would be a lot more hype. There was some considerations that might have affected how busy it was, which is buses that were carrying students, guessing they were students, out of town and going to a couple different locations. So that might have helped our problem, may have created someone else a problem. But in general, we only had about 28 criminal citations. One of those was a DUI. There was some other traffic, but I wouldn't necessarily consider that a Green Beer Day related in any way. So I think that is very minor. I understand that I'm sure we don't have as many students that are in Oxford as there was in years past. But I remember seeing an email I wrote a couple years ago, I think it was, that we had somewhere in the upper 60s of criminal citations. So this is a significant drop. I appreciate the students' cooperation. I thought they were really good, well behaved, didn't put us in a bad position where we would be the bad guys as usual. And so I thank the students a lot for how they handled themselves. And I think that's about it. I don't know if anybody's interested in anything else. I wasn't really prepared for anything else.
That's great to hear that there was little incident.
Yeah.
And then if that's it from Laura, we can go ahead and hear I'm sorry, Zoe, go ahead.
Okay, I'm curious, were there drones? Because there's been so much talk and debate over this. I don't know if you would know.
Well, I would know. And I would know if there were drones. And even though we have a drone, we were not using one. In fact, I'm on the parents page for Miami because I am a parent. And some mom is on there saying that we were going to use drones to get inside these residences and essentially search the residents. And so then these parents are like, are you serious? Like, that is terrible. Those, like just kind of buying into that. And I'm like, whoa, I work there and I've not heard any of this. And no, I mean, what I can tell you is that we're going to have extra patrols. That's about the only thing that we're doing. And so, no, I mean, the drones are completely legal, but we don't have the type of drone that would go into a house. And plus you need a search warrant for that. And it was just ridiculous. There were so many interesting stories. There was, let's see, we were Uber drivers in disguise. Like, we were pretending to be Uber drivers. And then I got asked by a student reporter that questioning that we were stopping people just based on the fact that they were wearing green and arresting them, I guess. And when did we start that protocol? Like, it was fact. So I did kind of go off and I was like, you're ridiculous. And so, yeah, there was a lot of paranoid assumptions that were untrue. We just had extra cops out. That's about it. And bike patrol. We did have bike patrol.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, thanks, Zoe. Yeah, Steve, go ahead.
Since you're a parent, I think it's a really great thing to recognize that your daughter has been nominated to the Naval Academy. And congratulations to you and your family on such a wonderful and I think well deserved, knowing your daughter a little bit from the time she's been at the senior center. A well deserved honor.
Yeah, she finally got an appointment, and that was huge. So she's been trying for 2 years, and she finally got settled in at Ohio State and is got a report for whatever their training is in July, I think. So yeah, thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. It's the best news ever. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a wonderful celebration. Congratulations to your family, Laura.
Yeah, thanks.
And then I'm not seeing any other hands raised for questions. And then I'm also not seeing anyone here from MUPD.
That's correct.
Okay, perfect. So then we can go ahead and move on to the updates from me. I don't have a lot today. I just wanted to update you guys on the Mask Ambassadorship program that we've been talking about. So that's been taking place over the past couple of weekends. ASG did the first weekend, and then Greek Life did this past weekend here. And it's been very successful. We've been handing out a lot of masks, as Scott Walter knows, since he's had to restock my mask supply a couple times. So handing out a lot of masks to people uptown. It's been really fun. I've heard nothing but good things about it so far. So it's really carrying out its objectives. So we're really happy about that. And then the next couple weekends will be a rotation of Greek Life as well as student organizations. And then another update, I know that I talked to you guys a little bit last time that our ASG presidential or student body president and vice presidential elections were taking place. So those have wrapped up, and I'm very happy to let you all know that Madeline Jett and Aiden McKeon will be serving as our student body president and vice president next year. They've both been in ASG for the past couple years, and so we're really happy that both of them have been elected, and I have nothing but confidence that both of them will do a great job in the position. And then another election update, in the next couple of weeks, cabinet elections will be taking place. So other secretaries like myself and Trey, who is like in here earlier in the semester, our positions will be up for election. And so since I'm graduating in May, obviously I'm not running again, but I'll be transitioning whoever my successor is over the course of the next couple months. So excited about that. And we're all really excited to see who our new cabinet is going forward. And then my last update is about the COVID-19 ad hoc committee. So I had reported to you guys at our last meeting that we're going to be kind of shifting gears and focusing more on compliance and off-campus testing and strategy for compliance there. And then we actually didn't have a meeting yesterday because of the wellness day, but at our meeting the previous week, we broke into breakout groups and discussed some initiatives and some things that we wanted to continue researching. So that's the update with that. And then, yeah, does anyone have any questions on the updates? I know I went through this super fast, but.
Yeah, I've got a question.
Yeah.
What were the names of the the people who were elected?
Yeah, so the presidential student body presidential elect is Madeline Jett. And the vice president is Aiden McKeon.
Okay. Thank you.
And Aiden's an off-campus senator. He's actually sat on my committee over the course of the past semester. So I know him pretty well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so then moving on to new business item B. I wanted to kind of have an open floor again for our health and wellness initiatives. I know there's been a surge of new information over the past couple of weeks with vaccinations and with like COVID restrictions and everything like that. So I just wanted kind of everyone's input here. I know we have a lot of different interests within the community and with our students and a lot of different viewpoints on health and wellness. So I just wanted to kind of have an open floor and just see where everyone's at with like vaccination, with initiatives, just everything like that. So if anyone, whoops.
Sorry,
Sorry,
I
Zoe,
forgot.
go ahead.
Okay, I just was curious from like a community member perspective, how people feel about graduation being in person and what that might bring with like the influx of visitors to Oxford.
Yeah, that's an awesome question. For the community members, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but Miami has announced its plans to hold in-person graduation ceremonies. So this won't be a university-wide ceremony, but it'll be broken down by academic division. So there's like a College of Arts and Sciences ceremony, a Farmer School of Business ceremony for each department.
Will those be all at the same time or over a calendar of multiple days?
It's over the course of multiple days. It's between May 14th and May 16th. So there will be separate ceremonies over those 3 days.
That at least seems, I think people who are graduating deserve to celebrate, and that's an exciting opportunity for them. And I think those of us who live in town, as long as we are well informed about the dates, we can stay away from uptown and protect ourselves if we feel that's necessary. I'm also very hopeful that vaccinations will continue to happen and that we'll see a whole lot more people be in a protected personal mode before that time. So that's my perspective, and I apologize, I'm going to have to leave now.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Steve. We'll see you next meeting. All right, Kathy, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm curious. The governor has now said in the state of Ohio, he's reducing the age for vaccines to 16 and older. Does the university have a plan to start kicking in a major vaccine campaign for the students?
Yeah, so we actually have a vaccine committee within the university. And I know that Scott's not here anymore. I wonder if Rebecca has more information about that. But the committee's been meeting to really discuss how they're going to roll this out and how they're going to get the vaccine to students. So I'm still hearing updates from it. And I don't have a whole lot to report. I don't sit on the committee. But yeah,
Emily,
Rebecca.
yeah, Emily, you're correct. There is quite a bit of discussion about the possibility of having a student vaccine clinic, but that's really a federal and state decision on supply. And so we are waiting to hear more information from the governor's office on whether or not that will be possible before students leave.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Uh-huh.
And just on the student side of things, a lot of the off-campus students have been able to start getting their hands on the vaccine. I know personally, I just went in 2 days ago and got mine. So some of the testing sites have had excess supply that hasn't been getting used up. So I know probably 2 or 3 dozen of my friends have been able to go get it. So I think a lot of the off-campus students are those who are seeking it out are finding it. It's mainly going to be a challenge with the on-campus students bringing it to them if they don't have a car.
Where were you able to get it, Jonathan?
There's a site in Greenville that has a lot of that. That was the one that was mentioned on Facebook.
My son went
Yeah,
today.
thank you, Jonathan.
My son went today to the Butler County Fairgrounds. That's a fantastic site. Super easy.
Jennifer said that there was a site at the Butler County Fairgrounds that was giving vaccinations. I'm sorry, I think you cut out in the beginning, Jennifer, for some people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And I think if you go to the Butler County Facebook page, I think you can get notifications from there about new appointments on Wednesdays and Fridays is their vaccine drive-through.
Perfect, thank you. I saw Zoe's hand a couple minutes ago. Oh, yep.
I think Ariana's was first.
Oh, whoops, go ahead, Ariana. Sorry about that.
I just had a comment about vaccines. So I know the university, they recently sent an email out to all the employees that work on campus, like close to the students, and resident assistants who are also students are on that list of people to be vaccinated. So they're having like a big vaccination day on April 7th for all those employees like at the university, including all 250-ish RAs if they want to, and if they're eligible. So yeah, that's just a group of students that I know have the opportunity to get vaccinated.
Awesome. Thank you, Ariana. Yeah, Zoe, go ahead.
So from the emails I got, and I'd be curious to hear what Rebecca knows about this, but it sounded like they weren't going to try and vaccinate students because by the time they have the vaccines and like can start handing them out, it's still going to be too late to be able to give people the second dose. So I guess my question with that is like, what about the students that will be here over the summer?
Thanks, Zoe. The conversations that are ongoing are taking that into consideration, that a great deal of students within the public state universities in Ohio will be traveling, and a different proportion of students will be staying. So we are looking at all vaccine types. And the Johnson & Johnson type is a 1 dose, where the others are 2 dose. So those are just some things that we're trying to figure out. And again, it's going to be a state and federal decision on supply, and it won't be up to Miami. So until we know more, we won't be able to communicate much more to the students to let them know what's available.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Rebecca.
I also, can I hop in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Sidra.
Also, just something random. My mom sent me, she found this from the parent page, but apparently the Butler County location is looking for volunteers to help make that process of vaccination easier. And I know something that has come up in the committee or in this commission is that like the lack of volunteer opportunities in COVID. So if you have a car and that's something that for students, if you have a group of friends that would be interested in doing that, Emily, if you want, I can forward you that information because I know you include that stuff in newsletters.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you, Sidra. Thanks for passing that along. Just making a note of that. Yeah, Zoe, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a really good point that Sidra made. I was going to add, I've heard some locations, if you do volunteer, they will give you the vaccine as well. So that's like a nice way to help them out. And then you also get the vaccine. So 2 at once. But they also like I was reading up on it because I was like, oh, are they only going to take like people that can administer vaccines? But they're looking for people to help with paperwork and all of that kind of stuff as well. So that's definitely a good opportunity. And then I know Miami, it sounded like they're starting to train a lot of people to help as well. Like I know there were some nursing students that were going through that process.
Awesome. Thank you, Zoe. Yeah, that sounds like a win-win then. All right. Anyone else? Any other thoughts or comments or questions for community members or students, just so we can all have a well-rounded perspective of what everyone's really thinking and what everyone else is prioritizing here?
I guess I would just say, like, I got my first dose last week, and I really hope that we can get this pandemic over with soon. Like, I want more people to get vaccinated, and just, I need it to end. We all need it to end. So anything we can do to make things safe for ourselves, I think is better.
I speak from my experiences. So I'm a graduate student in the English department, and there's been a lot of great kind of collaboration between faculty and the graduate students trying to like reach out to help each other navigate systems for getting vaccines. And a lot of the graduate students I know are getting them or have appointments to get them soon. Yeah, I'm personally hoping, I've been having trouble getting an appointment, but hoping to get one within the next week.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. Yeah, Zoe, go ahead.
Okay, don't want to get off topic too much, but a tip. So the Get the Shot website, if you don't fall into one of the categories that they are vaccinating, and if you're in like the under the 16 and up one, it doesn't show up, or at least as of like a couple days ago or last week, it didn't show up. It only shows the other locations. So you have to go into, there's like another page that just shows all the locations, and you can look at those, or you can go through other places' websites. And then ArmorVax, I've heard people have had luck with that app as well, and it works in the Oxford area.
Awesome. Thanks for the tip, Zoe. That's helpful to know. Right. Anyone else? Any other thoughts? Because yeah, like Andrew said, it's been over a year now that we've been in this pandemic. It's crazy to think about it like that, but I'm sure everyone's Zoom fatigued by now. But all right, any other thoughts? All right. It doesn't even just have to be COVID health and wellness. We can branch into other aspects of health and wellness too. All right.
I just to comment real quick about something that's COVID related, but also not COVID related, is this kind of like Zoom fatigue, and also just I don't know, the fatigue of not having a true break. I hope that Oxford community members are able to give themselves breaks. I know that students and professors and faculty and administrators and staff haven't always been able to do so. So just want to remind you all to take care of yourselves. I feel like I don't practice what I preach a lot of the time, and I don't take care of myself, but I've been taking a step back from some things, and it's really helped me clear my head, and it's made me feel better. So I hope you all are doing the same to make sure you're taking care of yourselves.
Yeah, thank you, Sidra. Yeah, it's definitely important that we all take care of ourselves, especially during this time. It can be easy to get caught up in things and not remember to take a true break and practice self-care. So yeah, thank you, Sidra. Yeah, Rebecca, go ahead.
Thanks. I just wanted to say that April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And so there will be full programming throughout the month on sexual assault prevention, information about response, education and outreach activities as well, both virtual and in person. So I can forward you some of that information, Emily, if you'd like to share with the group of just some of the things that are going on in the calendar for April.
Awesome. Thank you, Rebecca. Zoe, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to add to that. The CSDI is doing the clothesline project still in collaboration with a lot of other groups. And so I know like for community members, like that's something that you may not normally see because it takes place on campus, but it might be worth, if you're comfortable being around the students, walking through campus or even finding a less busy time to do so. It's really impactful.
Yeah, thank you, Zoe. I guess that kind of gateways us into our general announcements for today. If anyone else has an announcement for the group or any closing remarks. Yeah, Zoe, floor is yours.
So in April, I think it's the second week in April, Diversity Affairs Council is kicking off our Unity Week. And it's actually an event where we normally have some community engagement with the march. However, we're not doing the march this year, but there will be still a lot of different things going on. And so I will send that information once we have it all compiled and finalized in case anyone would like to attend some of those events. There's going to be one where it's like the different multicultural orgs and diverse student orgs will be talking about their experiences, which is always really great thing to hear and learn, and just good opportunity to connect with students too. So.
Yeah, thanks, Zoe. Would you be able to also pass that information along to me? I can include that in the community newsletter for March.
That would be amazing.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, Joy, go ahead.
I just wanted to say I caught a panel that the library did on Wednesday about women in voting, and Sidra was a panelist. And Sidra, I just wanted to tell you that you did a really great job. It's always fun to see that a student that I know doing other stuff. So it was nice to see your face there. Great work.
Well, thank you. Thank you. That's so nice of you to say. Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. A general announcement from me, like I mentioned earlier, we are going to be having our cabinet elections over the course of the next couple of weeks. So ASG actually released our petitions today. So if you're a Miami student and are interested in running for, if you'll be here next year and are interested in running for a position, I really encourage you to check out the website. Or if you look at the website and just immediately think of someone you think would do a great job in that position, ASG experience is not a requirement for cabinet roles. So I really encourage you guys to all look at that and to reach out to your friends and people you know that you think might be a good fit for the role. All right, anyone else? I'm not seeing any hands. Unless Joy had another announcement. Okay,
Nope,
gotcha.
sorry, I just forgot to like put my
Sorry, I couldn't
earlier,
tell.
'cause I always forget that.
All right. If no one has anything else, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Zoe.
I'll second that.
Wonderful. All right, so there's been a motion to adjourn and it has been seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
And all opposed? All right, motion passes. So with that, I hope you guys all have a great weekend. I hope everyone enjoys some time outside if the weather gets nice again, hopefully. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good couple of weeks and I'll see you at our next meeting. Feel free to